Cosmetic Classroom. Today we are going to play with the Box of Crayons. Woohoo! I'm so excited about this, guys. So we're gonna play around with that today. We're gonna have a little fun with color. If you wanna see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Class is in session, guys. So today we are going to be playing with the Box of Crayons palette. I am very, very excited about this palette because every time I tried to order it, it was out of stock. I'd try again, it was out of stock. The lady who is the CEO and founder of this company, The Crayon Case, is a native of Louisiana, and that just like blows my mind. It gets me so excited to play in this palette. A little information, her name is Raynell Stewart, and she is the founder. Basically, she took social media by storm with her little presentations, and she was comedic, and she was unfiltered, she was raw, she was like really, really cool. So, and she played on Kitchen Nightmares, and I thought that was really cool too with Chef Gordon Ramsay. So can you imagine that? I'm very pleased to be able to review this palette and talk about this palette and create a look with this palette. A lot of big social media beauty gurus have reviewed this palette, and it's gotten rave reviews. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna swatch the palette first. So this is what it looks like. I think it's like, the pans are very, very large, and I was, shit, oh well. Happens to the best of us, right? The pans are very, very large, as you can see. I mean, you get a lot of product in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the first row, second row, third row, and we're gonna take a look at the color payoff of this palette. So first, I'm gonna go into the first row, and your first shade is blue. And it is a sparkly blue. Look at the pigment on that. It is a very sparkly blue. I love this color. So that's our first color. Our second color is green. It's beautiful. Then we have red. That is a pretty, I mean, seriously guys, these colors are like the bomb, okay? We have yellow. Look at that. What? And then we have black. And it's a very pigmented black. And last but not least, we have brown. So going into the brown, go ahead and swatch over that. So this is your first row. Okay, so the second row, we have orange. Check that orange. What? Honey, these are some pigmented shades. We have purple, violet. So we have violet. We have baby blue. Look at that. I mean, really. We have purple. That is gorgeous. We have pink, which is, by the way, my favorite color. Look at that. That is awesome. And last but not least, on the second row, we have tan, which I'm dark complected, so you might not be able to see it, but it's pigmented, seriously. So that's the second row. So moving on to row 3. First one we have is magenta. Wow, guys, really? That is beautiful. We have white. We have silver. Beautiful. We have gold. We have deep plum. I mean, really? That's gorgeous. And last but not least, we have lime green. And lime green. I mean, that's gorgeous. She knocked it out of the park with this palette. She really did. She knocked it out of the park. And they're like the colors of the crayons in the box. I mean, I think that's like ingenious. That is like an ingenious idea. All right, so we're gonna be creating a look with this. This is my first time touching this palette, swatching it. I opened it to look at it, that's about all I did. So I was so excited, I wanna kind of save it to demonstrate for you guys. So I'm gonna use just a Morphe palette, and I'm gonna go into this, I guess I can do this third shade right here. It's a lighter shade, just to soften up my eyeshadow primer. I use Soft Ochre from MAC. I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna scoot you guys a little bit closer so you can see me. And here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and go into this third shade on the Morphe palette, and I'm gonna go ahead and just put this all over my lid to kind of soften it up. So I'm doing that now. I'm moving my mirror in. And if I'm looking into the viewfinder, guys, it's because I want to make sure that y'all are in focus. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. So then I'm gonna go into tan. So the color tan is the color right here. This is gonna be so fun. I'm gonna kind of lightly go into transition area with this one. And deepen that up just a little bit. So just a little tip, guys, if you have hooded eyes, or if your eyes or your crease of your eye when you open it, it's not there, always apply your transition shade a little bit higher, and that really does help. Whenever you open your eyes, you'll be able to see your transition shade. So just a little tip. Blending it back and forth, back and forth. Notice I'm holding it towards the end of the brush. You don't want to hold it like this and put a lot of pressure, because we're just kind of doing a light wash of color. So I'm kind of going like this, back and forth, putting a light wash of color in that crease. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Going back and forth with that tan. Back and forth, back and forth. Now that I don't have anything left on my brush, I'm gonna continue to work it and work it and work it and blend it and blend it and blend it. And please don't pay no attention to my hair today. It is a mess. How you like that highlight, guys? Let me tell you something really quickly. Who all's Jeffree Star fans out there? I am a huge fan of Jeffree Star, honey. And I'm 43. I'm a 43-year-old fan of Jeffree Star. Baby, I put his highlight on now, and I've been putting makeup on since my mom got me my first little makeup kit when I was like 3. So 40 years of my life, okay? And I buy this 24 karat palette by Jeffree Star. You know, his Velour lipsticks, I have his mirror, you know, I have a lot of his stuff. I opened up this 24 karat thing, and honey, I put this highlight on my face. And when I tell you, okay, I like to piss myself. This was there is no other highlight out there. And honey, life changed. Life changed forever. That's all I got to say, okay? Now where did my brush go? So working this into my crease, going back and forth. So we've used the tan. So how about, let's deepen up the crease a little bit with this brown right here. So I'm gonna get a smaller brush. I'm gonna use the M433 by Morphe. I'm just gonna tap a little bit on the end of my brush, and I'm just gonna go into my crease. So we'll do that now. Just right here. You don't wanna go crazy, just right here in that upper crease, halfway, and then bring it down onto the lid a little bit. Halfway on the lid, halfway on the lid. Working it, working it, working it. The trick to eyeshadow is blending it. You have to blend it, blend it, blend it, and diffuse it out. If you don't, it looks too harsh and it doesn't look good. So you have to blend that eyeshadow out. Because you can put one shade on your eye, one shade, and make it look very, very beautiful with just one shade of eyeshadow. It's just the way you blend it and build it. So now we are going to move on. Let's see, I'm gonna put something, let's try this deep plum right on the outer edge. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab me another brush, a more precise brush. I wanna know who wants to have like a brush class where I go through and I kind of tell you what each brush shape and such is used for. So if you'd like to see that, let me know. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see that. So I'm gonna go ahead with a smaller, more precise brush. I'm using the M506. It's a very detailed, precise brush for like more precision blending. So I'm gonna go in to Deep Plum, which is right here. Tap off the excess and only get the outside of my eye, the outer corner. Just like so. Just kind of deepening up that outer corner, just a little bit. And once I've got that on, I'm gonna go to the other eye and do the same thing. And then I'm gonna take a clean brush and I'm gonna diffuse it. Blending, diffusing, blending, diffusing. That's the trick. Especially on, I don't want to say aged eyes. I want to say more mature eyes. Eyes that have seen a lot of things. All right, so now that I have that on, I want to go ahead and blend that out. So I'm gonna take a nice clean brush and I'm just gonna blend that, just blend it and diffuse it out. Because again, you don't want any harsh lines. You want to make it look like it's all gradient. All right, so now let's get to the fun stuff. I think I'm gonna use this baby blue right here, and I think I'm gonna put it all over the lid. Let's see what that's gonna look like. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my MAC 248 brush, and I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna kind of put it all over my lid. And these colors are pigmented. I'm gonna try it without setting spray and then I'll go back and try it with setting spray if needed. Y'all, that is beautiful. Girl, you killed it with this. You killed it with this. You did. You kicked it in the ass with this. And then I'm gonna go ahead on this eye. I'm doing the same thing. Going in. Taking out that lid with this baby blue. I didn't even need a setting spray. I didn't even need a setting spray. This stuff just like worked. Because a lot of times with these shadows, you need a setting spray for it to look really pigmented or really foiled. All right, so now that I have that down, I'm gonna go over it again with that tan. So I'm gonna go over kind of, just the top of this, just to kind of blend it out so that it doesn't look like there's any harsh lines. It covers up any mistakes you made. I'm gonna do that first on both eyes. Back into that deep plum, which looks almost like dark brown. And I'm just gonna take it right here on this edge, just to deepen this edge up just a little bit. To give me some, whoop. It opens my eyes up a little bit, you know? You don't want to look like you're sleeping. You want to open them eyes up just a tad. All right, so now that I have that down, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go in with the orange under the eye. So I'm gonna take me a Morphe E36. I'm gonna take a little bit of that orange on my brush, and I'm gonna go on the bottom lash line. Again, I wanna make sure I kind of connect it to that tan and stuff I got going on in my crease. So now that I have that down, I want to go in with this darker blue, this dark blue kind of close to my lash line. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take that right close to this lash line, not going all the way, but just right here. I'm gonna go on the other side with it. Kind of just dab it in there. Get a nice clean line. All right, that looks good. So I'm gonna go over the top of the lash line with it as well. So I'm gonna kind of go right here, kind of connecting it to each other. So now that I have the upper and bottom lash line done with the shadow, I think I'm gonna blow it out just a little bit, make it a little bit interesting. And I wanna go in with this shade Magenta on the bottom lash line. So I'm gonna take this, and I'm just gonna go underneath that orange I put down. And really blend it out. Oh, wow, that's pretty. I'm impressed. I am so impressed. So I want to take it and I want to kind of blend out any inconsistencies I may have, and I'm going to use a tiny brush for that. All right, so now I'm gonna highlight the brow bone. I'll go ahead and do that using the M213 from Morphe. I'm gonna use the white in the palette. I'm just gonna go ahead and just kind of highlight right here. And of course, I'm gonna blend that out. So using that same little clean brush that I used earlier, I'm going to blend that out. All right, so now for the inner corner highlight. And I think I'm gonna try this silver, and I'm gonna spray it with a little setting spray. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a little bit of that silver on my brush, dampen it with a little setting spray. I'm just gonna pop it right into this inner corner. Yes. Us Louisianians, honey, we know how to do stuff. Brightens up that inner corner very, very well. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so now I'm gonna go into the waterline with some black. So I have black in the palette. I'm gonna take it on my brush, and I'm going to kind of just dip in and just kind of go into my inner waterline with it. So I'm gonna take this down. Just kind of brush it into my waterline. Just like so. Putting this in my waterline. All right. So now that's complete, I am going to line my eyes. I'm going to use the Tom Ford eyeliner. It's dual-ended. It's got a skinny end and a fat end. Best eyeliner known to man here. They tell us not to pull our eyeball, but you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to lightly line the top. I've literally been lining my eyes since I was 12. Wing liner since I was 12 years old. Pretty good. Now the other eye. Mr. Tom Ford makes it so easy. So now that I have lined my eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and put my lashes on and I will be right back. All right, so I got my lashes on and now I'm going to go ahead and put my lipstick on. And of course I'm gonna spice this up a little bit with a little bright pink. This is the shade Diva from Jeffree Star. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on. Ooh, yes. Obsessed, obsessed. And I did use the Juva lips today. All right, so that's done, and I'm gonna go ahead and set the face. Oh, spray is like heaven. Woo. All right, guys, this is the finished look using the Box of Crayons. Yay! Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely obsessed with this palette. It is absolutely beautiful. You can find it online at thecrayoncase.com. And, you know, if you want to play with color, I suggest you go ahead and get it. So, guys, until next time, class is out. Please like this, subscribe to me, and I hope to see you again. Bye. Mwah.